members, and finally I took the plunge, my first speech. There is this line from a famous movie, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. It's simple wisdom, but full of truth. I come from a working class family. My parents worked hard to send me to engineering school. After college, I immediately went to work. I knew exactly what to do. At the age of 26, I got married to my longtime boyfriend of 5 years. We were all set to build a life together in the Philippines. In 2006, after 10 years of being married, a crisis hit my marriage. We never recovered from it. After 2 weeks, we got separated. And the following year, we filed for annulment. It was the lowest point in my life. But it was also a period of self-discovery and learning. The crisis humanized me in some way. I became more forgiving of other people's fault. I became more understanding of other people's circumstances and situations. In 2008, I was still in the Philippines, and I was back on my feet. I received a call from my brother who was living in the US at that time. And he asked me to help someone who is traveling into the Philippines for the first time, who is planning to set up a business. So I went and meet with this person. This person wanted to understand more about the Philippine market and assess the feasibility of opening an office in the Philippines. The study came out to be positive, and he opened his business after 2 months. We also ended up dating each other. He traveled several times to the Philippines because of his newly opened office, and I was traveling 50% of my time to the US for work. In 2009, I was working like a horse and traveling like a nomad. I was near to the point of burnout. And so I said, maybe it's time for me to take a break and do something else. I decided to go to graduate school. It was a choice between the Philippines and the US. I have always wanted to live abroad, but I've never done it. And so I thought maybe I could hit several stones in this venture. I could take a break from work, I could do my master's, I could fulfill one of my life streams, which is to live abroad. And then third, maybe I can see more of my gentleman friend and see where this relationship will go. And so in November 2009, I started school. And by January of 2010, I became a full-time student. And temporarily, I said goodbye to my life in the Philippines. Soon, by the end of 2011, I will be finished with school and I can go back to my home country, where I can easily find a job. In October of 2009, my gentleman friend and I were having a lunch. And after the meal, he said, maybe we can go out and walk around and check out the shops. So we went around, walked around, and then we stopped in front of a beautiful shop. And so we went in because he said that he knows the owner and maybe we can say hello to him. So once inside, he pulled me aside and held onto my shoulder. And he said, will you marry me? I was caught by surprise. After the separation, I was all set to become single for the rest of my life. And I immediately recovered and said, yes, I'll marry you. It will be a second marriage for both of us. This time, we know that no matter how much we love each other right now, that will go away someday. No matter how different and similar we are, it is the commitment that we put in the relationship and the ability to manage conflict that will help us preserve a relationship. After college, I was all set to have a life in the Philippines. 20 years later, here I am in a different land, learning how to live in a different culture, and about to enter my second marriage. The push and pull of life took me to a different path that I never imagined. Indeed, life is full of surprises. Thank you.